Jets Nation, welcome back to another Jets Media live stream. Today is a great day to be a freaking New York Jets fan. He fires it over the middle, touchdown! Garrett Wilson! The New York Jets tie the football game! Ah! It's a toss to Breece Hall. Breece Hall cuts up the middle. Breece Hall's loose! Breece Hall's gone! Breece Hall is gone! He walks into the end zone! That's a Jets touchdown! Sauce Gardner's there for the game winner! That's New York Jets, new Aaron Rodgers style of football right there. Breaking news! The New York Jets got him! Aaron Rodgers is officially a member of the New York Jets! The vibe amongst his fan base is just a really awesome thing to watch our fans have a reason to be excited. This Jets team is ready to take flight this year.
We're going to show the world today what Jets football is about. Let's go. All we need is us. All we need.
I got high expectations for them, and you should too. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let's go Jets. Jets.
Jets, Jets, Jets.
Let's go! Yo, Jets Nation. What is good? Good morning, everybody. It's your boy, Richie, and today we're going to be talking about Dalvin Cook. He was on Good Morning Football this morning. He's meeting with the New York Jets this morning, and he said it's a high chance that he signs with the New York Jets. Woo! All right, let's lower the music there, Richie. Lower the music. It's too early in the morning to blast music, but I'm a little too excited to not be excited right now. All right, so Dalvin Cook was on Good Morning Football this morning, and he spoke with the crew before he goes to the Jets and meets with them himself, and he said, quote, "It is very likely that he indeed signs with the New York Jets." Now, he said a big reason why he wants to come to the Jets is simply, hey, you guessed it, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the reason why Dalvin Cook wants to come, and I don't blame him, right? Ever since we got Aaron Rodgers, it seems like a lot of players want to come play for the New York Jets, and all the things are aligning for Dalvin Cook to officially become a Jet. The only thing that will make this fall apart, in my opinion, is if Dalvin Cook simply does not pass his physical, and there's something going on with the shoulder. He played all 17 games last year, but he did have a shoulder injury that he's playing through. And that's the reason why the Jets want to have him in for a visit before they ink him up to a contract, because they want to get their doctors on Dalvin Cook to make sure that he is physically checked out and ready to start practicing right when they sign him. And apparently they're like $1 million apart on a contract negotiation, so I'm sure they're going to get that thing done as well. So it's not guaranteed, but hey, if I was a betting man, I bet a lot of money that Dalvin Cook is going to be a New York Jet. And we saw a lot of people talking about the Dalvin Cook situation for these past few months, and everybody said, Richie, Dalvin Cook is going to the Dolphins. He's not going to the Jets. He's going home to Miami. Oh, the taxes. Get out of here. He wants to go in a Super Bowl. He wants to go play for a damn Hall of Fame quarterback. He's looking at the Jets. He's like, ooh, they look fun. He wants to go to the team that really has a chance to come out of the AFC East. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Didn't happen yet, so we're not going to pop any champagne, so I do got to contain my excitement, and I invite you guys to contain your excitement with me. We're going to be celebrating when the news officially gets broken that he's officially a Jet, when that happens. But as of right now, we are still in a stage of Dalvin Cook visiting the Jets, and according to all the reports, if all things goes well, he will be a Jet by the end of today, tomorrow, or Sunday, over the weekend. So Jets fans, buckle up, because the offseason continues. The offseason doesn't end for this Jets team. Every week, there's something new to celebrate, whether it's the throwback uniforms, let's go. Aaron Rodgers restructuring his contract, $35 million pay cut, let's go. Oh, the Jets are interested in Dalvin Cook? Oh, they actually might land Dalvin Cook? Let's go. Bruh, that's pretty crazy stuff. Now, if the Jets, or should I say when the Jets land Dalvin Cook, because I'm going to keep saying it until it's proven otherwise, the New York Jets are going to have the best running back duo in the NFL. Somebody in the chat tell me who's a better running back 1-2 punch than Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook. Somebody tell me one better. The Cleveland Browns have had the best 1-2 punch in the league for these past couple of years. Kareem Hunt, not on the Browns anymore. Nick Chubb is a damn beast, but hey, who's behind him? Who has a better 1-2 punch than the New York Jets if they land Dalvin Cook? I've been on this since Dalvin Cook got linked to the Jets. I was on board because you want to know why, and I understand some Jets fans a little against it, but I'm on the wavelength of just simply this: we have to let go of our previous ways of fandom of the Jets, and what I mean by that is usually Jets fans, including myself, we hold on to potential, we hold on to the hope and players to prove other people wrong, and we're holding on to young guys taking leaps. And that's okay. That's kind of what we've become accustomed to with this Jets team. We get excited about the youth. But I'm someone now, when you have Aaron Rodgers and you have a 2-year window of going all in for a Super Bowl, and you have a Pro Bowl, multi-time Pro Bowl, a guy that has like 4 straight 1,000-yard rushing seasons that's interested in coming to the Jets, I'm sorry. Why would you not want that man to come? You feel me? Give me a reason. It's not a knock on what we already have. I think Breece Hall's still going to be the number one. But you bring in Dalvin Cook, the Jets all of a sudden have a dynamic 1-2 punch. And don't get it twisted. Michael Carter, he's still going to be involved in the offense, in my opinion. I know there's some trades rumors swirling around about the Jets running backs. Maybe they'll trade Carter. Maybe they'll trade Bam. I don't know. I can't speak on that because I honestly don't know what to expect. But when it comes to the best 1-2 punch, and also we also have to realize this: the reason why we're looking into Dalvin Cook is also because Breece Hall's coming off an ACL tear. If Breece Hall did not tear his ACL last year and he ran away with the Offensive Rookie of the Year and he was exploding, this wouldn't be a conversation. But the reality is the ACL injury to a running back is unfortunately a big setback. And I know that Breece Hall might be different because according to Robert Saleh, he is ahead of schedule. He is like to the point where he's clocking out at 23 miles per hour on the GPS. He is way ahead of the rehab process. I get all of that. But when you look around the league and you look at the history of running backs getting that type of injury, it unfortunately takes them some time to get back. And whether that's the first half of the season, we need a win. We can't wait for Breece Hall to get back at to 100% midway through the season. We need someone to carry the load, and that's Dalvin Cook. That's the point here. We can ease Breece Hall back methodically early on in the season. So when it's like week 8, Breece Hall say he's fully ready to go. And another thing about an ACL tear is even if Breece Hall is 100% physically ready to go, it's a big mental thing to get through. That is a big thing about an injury to the ACL. It's really hard for your mind to feel comfortable with your knee right out of the gate, which is why it took, for example, Saquon Barkley wasn't the same after his ACL tear. But then after that year back, then Saquon Barkley starts tearing up the league again, right? So I think it's a mental hurdle, and I think Breece Hall is mentally tough enough to figure out as the season progresses, as he gets back onto the field, and as he has live action going after him, he's going to get going. And then when he's going with the Dalvin Cook, oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? This is going to be unreal. You add another weapon, and that's another thing I want to say. Jets fans, stop looking at the running back position as one-dimensional, one running back handing off, getting all the carries. Look at the running back position similarly to the wide receiver position. Is Garrett Wilson getting all the targets? That would be cool, but no, he's not. Allen Lazard's going to get fed the ball. Corey Davis is going to get fed the ball. Hardman's going to get fed the ball. Randall Cobb, hell, maybe even Jason Brownlee. Think of the same type of thing with these running backs. Nathaniel Hackett loves a running back by committee approach. Breece Hall's going to get the ball. Dalvin Cook will get the ball. Michael Carter will get the ball. Izzy Abanikanda will get the ball. And if Bam Knight's on the team, they're not going to roll with 5 running backs, that's for sure. But all the active running backs that are dressed on game day are going to be getting the football. So this is a new era of the offense in today's league. Don't look at the running back position as like just the 1-2 guys are splitting carries. No. There's 5 receivers that I'm expected to be in a rotation of getting targets from Aaron Rodgers. There's like 3 or 4 tight ends, and I'm expected to get onto the football field and get targets from Aaron Rodgers. That's the same thing with the running backs. Running backs 1 through 4 on game day will get the ball. That's what it's all about, folks. And I think that some people are kind of holding on to that old school, one running back gives you 25 carries a game. You don't need multiple running backs. No, Nathaniel Hackett is known for that. To be honest, actually, some Denver fans and some people, fantasy football owners, were upset with Hackett last year because Javonte Williams, who is an absolute beast, wasn't getting all the carries. He was splitting it with Melvin Gordon. Hackett is known to do a running back by committee approach. Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, back when Hackett was there, 1-2 punch. They even flirted with a third running back. So that's my point here. Stop looking at this running back room as just Dalvin Cook's going to take away Breece Hall's potential. No, he's not. Breece Hall's going to be getting more carries than Cook, and it's going to be a great freaking time, Jets fans. It's going to be a great time. I can't wait. Folks, if you're not already, please do me a favor. Hit that like button. I realize my camera is almost dying, so I got to change the battery real quick. But we got over 200 people right now on Friday morning tuning in to Jets Media. So if you're not already subscribed, we are so close to 18K. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get it going. Good morning, Jets fans. Today is a great day. If anybody's wondering, no, there is no practice today. The Jets are off today and tomorrow. But the good news is that Dalvin Cook will be here over the weekend to soak in what's going on with these Jets, baby. What's going on with the Jets? And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Because there's a chance that Dalvin Cook is ready to sign with the Jets by Sunday or Monday. Let's go. Breece and Cook is a top 3 running back duo. Name 2 better than them? Matthew. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I'm genuinely curious. I mean, Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, that's a good 1-2 punch. What is another 1-2 punch that is one of the better ones in the league? That's better than a multi-time Pro Bowler, Dalvin Cook, and a Breece Hall, who is like the front runner to win the damn Rookie of the Year last year before he got injured. Odds he signs, very high. Dalvin, Breece, Izzy, and MC cut Bam. That's what I'm assuming is going to happen, and Bam is going to be stashed on the practice squad. Richie is my presidential election. Well, I appreciate that. My first day as president, I'm going to make sure I'm going to purchase the Jets from Woody, and I'm going to do everything in my power to win a Super Bowl. Let's go. As of right now, with the injury to Breece, CMC, and Elijah Mitchell. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, you can get me that. You can give me that. Let's go. Now, there's so much optimism about this Jets. It's kind of overwhelming. Not really used to this. But, hey, I ain't complaining. Dameon Pierce and Singletary is better than Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall. You got me there, Rube. All love, man. It's all jokes. Excited to see this offensive line for the first time. Always a defensive fan. Thoughts on Q95 this year? Woo! Quinnen Williams is one of the best players. Sorry, I'll take that back. He is the best player on the New York Jets. And at training camp, he makes a play every single day. Every single day. He's unreal. Now a Packers and Jets fan. Let's go, Chris. Do we not have faith in MC Izzy Knight, though? Isn't this the exact wrong position to be investing more cap into? Now, again, I'll say this. MC is coming, and I like Michael Carter a lot. He's coming off a down year in year 2. Izzy is a 5th-round rookie. And Bam Knight, undrafted free agent, who started off hot last year and then went down. So my question to you, do you rather have faith in young running backs to hopefully make strides in a win-now season, or get a proven Pro Bowler that's been 4 straight seasons with over 1,000 yards on the team? That's the difference. This is the old mindset that I used to have as a Jets fan, where you're holding on to the potential and the upside of young players. Well, you got to get rid of that mindset, folks, because this is a win-now season. This is an all-in thing. We have to make the playoffs. We have to make a deep run in the postseason, and the way to do that is to stock up on talent on offense, and Dalvin Cook helps that. I like MC. I like Izzy. I like Knight, but we can't lie to ourselves. Dalvin Cook is on another level than all three of these running backs. And that's not a bold take. So that's where it comes down to, man. With Breece Hall coming off an ACL tear, it's great insurance with Breece Hall. And we're talking about, do I got to pull up Dalvin Cook's numbers to remind you of who he is as a player? Do I got to remind you guys? Bro, 4 straight seasons Dalvin Cook has 1,000 yards on the ground. 4 straight? Someone tell me he's washed up. What? Bro, he's going to be turning 28 years old, which is, think of it like, remember when the New York Jets signed LaDainian Tomlinson? And he helped the Jets go back to the AFC Championship game? And that was after his prime days with the Chargers. I'm not going to sit here and spin a narrative that Dalvin Cook is in his prime. He's a little past it. But we don't need prime Dalvin Cook because we have Breece Hall, and that's the luxury, folks. Dalvin Cook last year, with an injury, had 264 carries, 1,173 yards, and 8 touchdowns, averaging 4.4 yards per carry. Give me that with 39 catches. Dude, that's unreal. McCaffrey and Elijah Mitchell. Yeah, that's definitely a 1-2 punch that's up there. I'll say that. This roster is deep. Facts. And that's the thing that I keep coming back to. I understand Jets fans like what we got on our team already at the running back spot. But I've been at practice 3 times this in training camp, and there not one time have I looked at our running backs and have been impressed. Just saying. There hasn't been any type of explosion, any type of big-time runs, any type of flash. Like, we need talent around Aaron Rodgers as much as possible. We got Garrett Wilson as that prototypical star receiver. We got Alan Lazard as a big upside. We got Corey Davis, the nice veteran. We got the speedster Hardman. We got the savvy veteran in Cobb. We got the young, promising, undrafted free agent rookie in Jason Brownlee at wide receivers. We got to stockpile these running backs. Bam Knight, undrafted free agent last year. I'm sorry. I might be in the minority here, but I can't put faith in Bam Knight to carry the load if there's injuries. I can't put faith in a 5th-round rookie, Izzy Abanikanda, to carry the load if there's injuries. But I can't put faith in Dalvin Cook to do that because he has 4 straight years with over $1,000 on the ground. That's what I keep coming back to. I'm sick and tired of hoping for upside and people to turn it around and having these sleepers when I want, instead of potential, I want proven ability. That's what I want. Give me proven ability. Hey, Richie, great content as usual. You think MC's in trouble if we sign Cook? Now, if I'm the Jets, I hold on to Michael Carter still because the way that this Jets offense is going to run, I think Michael Carter as a third back is still a good weapon to use. Because Michael Carter on certain packages is going to get the ball. He's going to be lined up as a halfback. That's going to get some screen passes. It's not like Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook are going to be doing everything. The Jets like to have a deep running back room, and there's nothing wrong with depth. So having a long 17-game season, hopefully longer into the playoffs, I don't understand why the Jets would trade Michael Carter. Unless Carter gets upset and he wants out because of the signing of Cook, I don't know. That's how I look at it. I think the Jets, the odd man out, if I had to assume, is probably going to be Bam. I'd be shocked if it's Carter. But, hey, I could be wrong. The Jets, for all I know, could trade Carter. I think it would be a mistake because I happen to really like Michael Carter. I think he showed a lot of promise as a rookie. Year 2, he said it himself that he felt like the emotions got the better of him. He loves the game of football, and when he's not playing to a standard that he expects from himself, he gets upset. So, I don't know. Dalvin equals more yards on the season that edges us to more wins, increases Super Bowl run chance. Exactly. I mean, how can you not want Dalvin Cook as a Jets fan? Do you see what uniform he's wearing right here? Yeah, Pro Bowl jersey. 4-time Pro Bowler. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. I mean, what are we doing? The man is one of the better players in the NFL at this position, folks. It's not rocket science. I don't need to sell you on Dalvin Cook, right? Do you think tweet by Brees now deleted was referring to Cook news? I don't know, man. I mean, if Brees Hall, I mean, I'm sure the Jets front office are being very transparent with Brees, and they're telling him that they're interested in bringing in Dalvin Cook. I don't know. I mean, the tweet was what? LOL? Is that what you're referring to? I don't think that's going to be an issue, man. I think Brees understands. The one thing I will say, from a fantasy football perspective, it will definitely diminish the value of Brees Hall this year for the short term. But in a dynasty league, not so much. Look at Green Bay's record last year and ask yourself what position is better with the Jets than he had last year. Everything. The Jets dominated the Packers. So the Jets have a way better cornerback room, way better defensive line room. The Jets have way better receivers. The Jets have, is this like a trick question or something? What's good, Richie, my man? We'd love to bring you as a guest on the Jets Lounge. Our people plan on contacting your people, brother. Vinny, what's up, man? Appreciate that. Jets Lounge. What's up, guys? Bitter Packers fans. Yeah, let them be bitter. Bitter Packers fans because Aaron Rodgers takes a $35 million pay cut with the Jets. Green Bay doesn't have the talent Jets have. Hey, man, no disrespect to Green Bay, by the way. I don't have any hard feelings to the Green Bay Packers fan base or their organization. I wish Jordan Love the best. And I'm hopeful that the Packers have a good season this year. In my humble Jets fan opinion, we 100% need another receiver. I love probable the addition of Cook, but receiver is much bigger need. I have to disagree with this, Carlos. I think running back is a bigger need than wide receiver. I think the Jets have 5 quality receivers with a potential, sleeper and potential diamond in the rough type of player in Jason Brownlee. I have to humbly disagree with this take by Carlos. I think the Jets need another weapon at running back because without a running game, this Jets offense is not going to be able to open up the pass game. And the Jets are pretty good at receiver, in my opinion. Do I have to okay, let me just bring something up. Let me just bring something up. Justin, this has become my favorite channel on YouTube. Always on point, Richie. Justin, I appreciate that, man. I really do. Thank you so much. Let me go back to this. Who said that? Where's Carlos's chat? I missed it. Okay, so let me just break this down to Carlos and to other Jets fans that happen to agree with Carlos. Aaron Rodgers' MVP season. I'm gonna pull it up so I have it exactly. Okay, so Aaron Rodgers' 2021 season. Do I have to tell you guys who his receivers were? Well, I'm going to. Aaron Rodgers' MVP seasons, back-to-back. He had Davante Adams as his number 1 receiver. I think we can all agree that Garrett Wilson has taken that Davante Adams role as the number 1 volume star receiver. Now, I'm not saying that Garrett Wilson's going to put up Davante Adams level numbers right in year number 2, but we can all say there is the comparison. It's been talked about, okay? So Garrett Wilson, Davante Adams. Who was next to Davante Adams that season as an MVP? Oh, Allen Lazard. The Jets have Allen Lazard. Who else was next to Allen Lazard and Davante Adams? Oh, Randall Cobb. Oh, well, the Jets have Randall Cobb here. And then the other guy, who was their speedster for the Packers that would be that deep threat? Oh, MVS. Scantling. Do you know who the Scantling is on the Jets? Hardman. Right? And you throw in Corey Davis, who is a savvy veteran who I think can get the job done as a wide receiver 2 or 3. The point I'm trying to make is Aaron Rodgers does not need 2 star receivers to have a good season. If he has 1 star receiver with a good supplement supporting cast around him, Aaron Rodgers is going to be just fine. Not every team has the luxury of the Miami Dolphins having 2 star receivers of Tyreek and Jalen Waddle, or the Bengals of having Jamar Chase and Higgins. Aaron Rodgers has proven back-to-back MVP seasons with Davante Adams, Allen Lazard, and Randall Cobb. You sub Adams with Garrett Wilson. We have Lazard. We have Cobb. You replace MVS with Hardman, and you throw in Corey Davis. That's good enough in my eyes. Now, is it a top 5, top 10 receiver unit in the NFL? I don't think so. Right? But my point is, I think the Jets receivers is way good enough for Aaron Rodgers to have a good enough season to lead us to the playoffs. Hardman is better than Scantling, though. Exactly. I mean, I'm not saying Hardman and MVS are on the same level. I think Hardman's better, but they have similarities in terms of their speedsters that take the top off the defense, right? That's the difference. MVS was their vertical threat that season, those 2 seasons. So my point is, it's a wide receiver room that is good enough. And I think people are underrating it in my eyes. Like, people are under evaluating what Aaron Rodgers can do with these types of receivers on the roster. Like, for the people that want an upgrade, it's solid, but it can be upgraded. So who do you want to go get that's realistic right now? That's not Davante Adams. I mean, that's just unrealistic. I understand Jets fans are now at a point where we're never satisfied, but let's be realistic here. Do I have to remind you guys what Aaron Rodgers did? Those MVP seasons, the numbers he put up with those exact receivers? We have the 2 literally same receivers on the Jets from those 2 years. And people were wondering why we got Randall Cobb. For that reason. Come on now. NYJ Madden's in the chat. What is happening this year with us? Everything is going in our favor. It's all surreal. It's our time now. Please stay healthy. Facts. Mike Evans. Mike Evans. Okay. Are we actually going to go after Mike Evans? I don't see that happening. Maybe Mike Evans next year. But, like, obviously Mike Evans is a pretty darn good wide receiver. But I like what we got, man. I might be the minority. I might be the only one that's content with what we have at receiver, but I really like it. Richie, would you like to bring in Bakhtiari, if possible, any other starting free agent tackles out there? The Jets have like 5 or 6 offensive tackles competing for a spot. I mean, they would love Bakhtiari, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Richie, respectfully disagree. Rodgers just handed us $35 million. Davante is coming, and I'm prepared to bet any... Okay, well, Vinny, if we're talking about Davante Adams, that's a different story. Okay, Davante Adams is literally the best receiver in football. I would never turn down Davante Adams coming to the Jets, but I'm talking about adding another supplement. I think the Jets are pretty good as of right now. Hey, Richie, Roundtable was dope, man. Is Dan okay? He seems like the negativity is getting to him. I hope you're better at handling shade thrown. Oh, I've been getting shade thrown my way since I started this thing on Jets Media. I've grown to love it. What did Salah say yesterday? If you ain't got haters, you ain't popping. So hate away. I welcome the haters with open arms. DA is a 24 free agent. No, he's not. He signed a big extension with the Raiders. He's not a free agent then. Do you think Izzy was drafted because the Jets scouts saw his highlights when Carter Warren got drafted? I think it's deeper than that. I think the Jets are going to draft a running back every year. Like literally every year. Ever since Joe Douglas came here, he's drafted a running back. And that's what the smart teams do. You always want to have a pipeline of youth at that position because you want them on rookie contracts. So I think it's more than just looking at Carter Warren's film. What's good, Richie? Cowboys fan here. I can't wait to see the Jets-Cowboys game in week 2. I'm a little nervous, though. I can't wait, too, man. Aaron Rodgers, woo, versus the Cowboys. He's 8-3 versus the boys with the Packers. Let's see if it happens. Mike Evans in New York is better. I just don't see Mike Evans as a realistic option right now for the Jets. I just don't. I mean, who is he? Maybe at the trade deadline. I'm talking maybe... Well, what the Jets did with Aaron Rodgers taking a pay cut is they're giving them flexibility to make a move at the trade deadline because that's going to happen. There's going to be injuries, unfortunately, that's part of the game, and there's going to be players that's going to be dealt by other teams, and the Jets are preparing to be able to be aggressive at this year's trade deadline. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So, yeah, maybe the Jets go after a Mike Evans at the trade deadline. Maybe they go after a Davante Adams at the trade deadline. Maybe they go after a defensive player or an offensive lineman. I don't know. But that's also possible. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Truth be told, Rich has been saying that for a long time now. Hey, man, I've been trying to. David Bakhtiari, Sign me up. Adams is a 28 mil wideout this season. Yes. I mean, the money that he's making is ridiculous. Guys, compare Cook and Hall to Green Bay's running backs. Hall, Jones, Cook, Dillon. Come on. Exactly. Exactly. Jamie says, I freaking hate Ryan Leaf and his takes on anything. Such a seesaw guy. Why is he on Green Bay? Yeah. I missed Peter Schrager this morning. That's for sure. Usually Peter Schrager's the guy. Why is he on Green Bay? Folks, we are so close to 18K. Could we hit it while we're on the stream? I need 22 more subscribers to hit 18K. Could you guys get that done for me? Or what? Let's get it going, baby. Come on now. We appreciate the love, guys. We appreciate it. Can we also get to 100 likes? We're at 93 likes. Hit that like button, folks. Let's get it rocking. Let's get it going. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Game against the Broncos will be interesting with what Sean Payton said. Yeah, that is going to be crazy. That's going to be a crazy one, folks. What Sean Payton said was so out of pocket, and I think the Jets are going to have that circled on their calendar, baby. Week 5. Let's go. Stay hydrated, folks. Come on now. What are we doing? What's up, Richie? Love your content. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. I'm excited for us this year. Could you make a video on your experience at the games? Like, what did you look out for? Do's and don'ts. That's an interesting one. I like that. What do you mean? Like an experience at a Jets game? Do's or don'ts? Can you elaborate on that? Because I like this idea. Richie, you going to the Vegas game? Yes, I will be there. Peyton needs to be quiet and go back to sucking that bong with the 16-year-old. Jets show no remorse as Week 5 demolished the crap out of Denver, dropped 40. It's going to be hard to do, but let's do it. Richie been secretly drinking Rolling Rock. Yeah, you got me. What throwback jersey should I get? Rodgers, Sauce, Brees, or Garrett? Quinnen. Get Quinnen. Did I see Brees took the Jets out of his Twitter profile? I did not see that. Are we sure that he even had that in his profile in the first place? I mean, is that a thing right now? I don't know. I haven't seen that. Crazy how Bounty Gate coach is talking shit. Yeah. What's the best food available at MetLife, Richie? I don't know. I actually eat before the game, usually. I never really eat at MetLife. I'm not the food guy to ask about MetLife food. I never really eat in the stadium because I'm just locked in. I'm honestly never hungry. I'm just filled with anxiety at game days. I'm just like, rah, ready to go. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, this is going to be crazy this year, folks. This is going to be crazy. Folks, if you want to come to Jets Media Day, tickets are flying by. I'm pretty sure, let me do the exact math, but I'm pretty sure I have 11 tickets remaining for Jets Media Day. And if you guys are not aware what Jets Media Day is, it is a game that I am doing an event for Week 3 against the New England Patriots. And the unique thing about buying a ticket with me is you get access to the field after the game. And you get a full, all-inclusive tailgate experience before the game hosted by Gotham City Crew. And you get a custom Jets Media Day t-shirt that I'm designing. So you get a lot of things. It comes with the game ticket, access to the field after the game, before the game, all-inclusive tailgate, t-shirt. I'll also be doing a live stream from the tailgate party that you guys can come on and be special guests. So if you guys want to pull up to that, tickets are down below in the description. Make sure you guys get your tickets. There's only 11 left. And when those 11 are gone, it's completely sold out. Anthony asks, how much are the tickets? So for those of you guys that are wondering the prices, here, I'll put the link in the chat so you guys see it. But it's in the description if you guys don't see it. But if you guys don't know how to go to the description, I'll put it in the chat real quick. Real quick. Because I like to help you guys out with some convenient stuff. And then we're going to get into the chat and really get into what you guys are having to say. So just put it in the chat, pinned it. Click that link and you'll see the price range, Anthony. Let's freaking go. Man, there's so much things to be excited about, Jets fans. This We have a target on our back. We have the whole world against us. Isn't that pretty sick? I love it. I love it. Sign me up. So here's the flyer in case you're wondering exactly what everything comes with for those that are interested in coming to Week 3 Jets Media Day. Again, a game ticket to the game Week 3. Access to MetLife Stadium's turf. A tailgate party hosted by Gotham City Crew. Jets Media Tailgate Live Show. Jets Media Day t-shirt. And I'm pretty sure the section is 326 or is it 305? But it's upper end zone seating. So if you guys are interested, there's 11 tickets left. When all 11 tickets are gone, sold out. The total price is $220. My man Hunter says $220 isn't bad for all that. Yeah, it's a discounted price, and the tickets are flying off. So if you guys want to pull up, man, love to have you guys. Last year was the first time I did this, and it's going to be an annual thing. Yo, Rick, where did you get that hat? Super fire. Thank you, man. This is actually from Hat Club. Hatclub.com. It's a new era hat. Pretty fire. Hey, I didn't say that. I'm giving them some free advertisement, Hat Club. Appreciate the $2 donation, my man. Really do appreciate it. Media Day is going to be fun. I ordered my throwback Rodgers jersey a few days ago. Let's go Jets. Sign Cook. Yeah, baby. You going on Sunday? I actually do not have a ticket for this Sunday's practice. If anybody happens to have an extra ticket, your boy will be very appreciative to get that ticket so I can go cover practice. I was unable to get my hands on a ticket. Will McDonald is going to be the defensive rookie of the year. Okay, screw the rotation. They won't be able to justify taking this kid off the field. I like it. Is that the football he got signed in the background? Yes, that is. That football is signed by Aaron Rodgers, Woody Johnson, Zach Wilson, Elijah Vera Tucker, Will McDonald, Quincy Williams, Alan Lazard, and Garrett Wilson. Crazy haul, man. Hall and Cook and Rodgers. OMG. OMG is right. OMG is right, man. Jets fan from Detroit. What's good, bro? Been watching the Jets since 2008. This is without doubt the best defensive line I've seen. Super Bowl or bust. You freaking know that. You know that, Pat. Come on now. Best D-line in the league. Best D-line I've ever seen. Woo! Things are getting spicy with this Jets fan, bro. With this team. It's exciting stuff. That would mean a lot to me, Jets Lounge. Thank you so much, man. That would be great if you could. Almost got Greg the leg. I like it. I like the price. My mom wants to come. She's invited. Of course she's invited. Everybody's invited. There's no one that's not welcome to Jets Media Day, man. We'd love to have you and your mother. Pull up. If you have any questions, by the way, about more details of Jets Media Day, my email is down below in the description. Shoot me an email. And any other details that you want to figure out, I got you guys. But again, tickets at the pin at the top of the chat. Only 11 total tickets remaining, and they are going. I got a lot of people reaching out, a lot of people contemplating coming. So if you want to get your tickets before they're fully sold out, make sure you do so, man. It's going to be a good time. We get the party on the field after demolishing the New England Patriots for the first time in how long? Yeah. Bro, get out of here. I'm sick of you, to be honest. Honestly, I can take hate, right? I don't mind people coming on here and just saying bad things about the Jets. But if you come on here and wish for injuries on a Jets player, you're done. You're not coming back. And you said that on my comment section on one of my videos, and I saw that. So don't respect anything that you have to say. Don't respect anything you have to say. Again, I don't mind the hate. But when you bring up predicting injuries on our players, be better. Be better than that, bro. Come on. Be better than that. Again, I don't mind rivals coming on here talking crap. You guys know I love that stuff with the AFC's roundtable. But if you come on here and wish injuries on our players, respect out the door. You're out of the chat. It's that simple. It's that simple. Ha-ha. Let's go it. Guys, I also have an exciting thing to announce. I'm in the works of developing a brand new Discord server, and I'm excited to have you guys a part of this because I want to have an opportunity to communicate with you guys when I'm not live, right? I want to be able to reach out, connect with you all, talk to you guys, and just get into some conversations about the Jets when I'm not live. So Discord link is not available yet, but stay tuned. I will be giving you guys my Discord link, and we can all talk about the Jets and talk about football, talk about life. We can talk about movies. We could talk about Oppenheimer. Your boy's a big movie junk. We could talk about basketball, talk about baseball. We could talk about a lot of different things. So don't have the link yet to join the Discord, but that's coming soon. So stay tuned. Superb Jets 2023. You know it. Come on now. Appreciate the $2 donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go. Let's go. Superb 2023. Appreciate you, bro. Mets traded Robertson. Damn, he was our best player. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about the Mets. They're making me very sad. Your work has been good. How about talking about wrestling? I'm a big fan. My apologies, my friend. Not into wrestling. Nothing against it, but just not into it. Don't know any. Not into it. Talk basketball, talk baseball, football. Those are my 3 sports. I got you on those. Richie, my man, sorry I'm late to the stream. Mark, please never apologize, brother. Never apologize. You're always welcome here. You're never late, by the way. When you pull up halfway through or at the end of it, you're never late. You're joining. That's all that matters. You think Ramsey... Oh, let's talk about that, man. I'm so upset about the Jalen Ramsey injury, and I'm genuinely serious, man. You never want a player like a Jalen Ramsey to go down, especially at training camp when you can't even get the guy out there. I feel for Miami Dolphins fans. It is the worst part about sports, especially when you get a star like that in the offseason who is supposed to transform your defense. Really unfortunate things. I'm hopeful that Jalen Ramsey is back. I mean, that's good news, is that's not an ACL tear and he's not out for the season, but definitely upsetting news from the Miami Dolphins thing, man. And then Garrett Wilson also, we don't really have an update, but hopefully it's just a little tweak of the ankle and he'll be good to go soon. You think Hill is too hard to cover? Yeah, I mean, Tyreek Hill is very hard to cover. Come on now. Zach had a meniscus his rookie year. He seemed to come back. That was actually last year, Marco, in year 2. So it is the same injury Jalen Ramsey got. Now, Zach got his trimmed and not repaired. So curious to see if Ramsey gets his meniscus repaired or trimmed. So if it's trimmed, it's going to be a shorter recovery. If it's repaired, he's going to be out probably for the season, if not all the way until the end. It's wild to me that Zach being horrendous brought us A-Rod and Brees having an ACL tear bring us Cook. If Zach is mediocre and we slip in the playoffs in 22 and Brees is healthy, this doesn't happen. Good point. Very good point. Joe Burrow got carted out of practice yesterday too. I know. What the hell's going on? I mean, luckily it seems like that's just a calf strain and it's not anything feared. But let's like not injure the best players. I mean, yesterday we had Garrett Wilson tweak his ankle, Ramsey tweaks his knee, and Burrow tweak his calf. Those are 3 big players in the league. And the worst part about Burrow is that he's in the middle of a negotiation of being extended with Cincinnati. That's bad. Folks, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. Can we get to 200 likes? Dalvin Cook spoke with Good Morning Football's crew this morning. He said that it's a highly chance that he's coming to the Jets. So I'm excited to see if that's for sure going to happen. He is visiting with them today and tomorrow to pass a physical and hopefully ink a contract. Woo! I'm going to be on edge this weekend because I'm going to have my stream ready to go when Dalvin Cook signs, hopefully. Come on. Love it. Me too, man. What is GMFB? It's Good Morning Football. It is a show on NFL Network that goes live from 7, I believe, to 10 or 9. It's a great show. Great show. It takes place in Times Square, so it has New York City roots. And Dalvin Cook was a special guest on there. It's a great show on NFL Network. Soldiers of God becomes a YouTube member. Thank you so much for joining the membership. That actually reminds me, I got to update my emojis because for all my members, if you notice the emojis that you guys can use, they're a little outdated. You got Mekhi Becton, Quinnen Williams, Joe Douglas, and Robert Saleh. I'm going to change those emojis so my members can spam Aaron Rodgers and Sauce and Garrett. We're going to keep Quinn in there. But nothing against the players that are there, but I think it's time to upgrade the emojis for my YouTube members because I do appreciate you guys becoming members, man. That the support helps out the channel so much, and you guys deserve some updated stuff. When do we expect the Dalvin to sign? Over the weekend. Saleh mentioned a medical clearance for Cook. That's his shoulder. Yes, his shoulder. He played 17 games last year through a shoulder injury, and he still rushed for 1,000 yards. So I don't think it's an issue, but the Jets don't want to sign him until they get their doctors there and to, check him out, which is exactly what you like. Put a Michael Clemens one in. That'll be good. That'll be great. Richie, I got to step out, but love the content, man. See you when Cook signs. Ness, appreciate you tuning in, bro. I'll see you soon. Why does Jets want Cook? Brees is a stud, so why take carries away? It's not that we want to take carries away from Brees. It's just having a 1-2 punch is what the NFL is trending towards, man. We don't want to give Brees Hall 20 to 25 carries a game after coming off an ACL tear. It's that simple. It's nothing about Brees Hall not looking good. It's just the Jets want to ease the workload and just get as much firepower as freaking possible. It's not that deep. Richie, you're the best. Thanks for all you do. Ralph, I do appreciate that, man. I really, really do appreciate this. Thank you so much. Do you think that we need to get an offensive tackle? I mean, we have 5 offensive tackles competing for a job right now. So I think we got plenty of tackles. Just a matter of who's going to win the job. Dude, I can't wait to hear that JETS chant. It's going to be crazy. Remember Bryce Hall? I do. He actually made a play at practice yesterday, and I was like, oh, Bryce. Good play. Good Morning Football was the best. That little... Hottie K. Adams was there. She came to a bunch of Chiefs games. K. Adams is no longer on it, though. Jamie, you're hilarious. I love that. Max is going to be our starting right tackle. Yeah, Max Mitchell has been the better offensive tackle on the team. The days of an Adrian Peterson type back are gone. It's unfortunately true, man. Jets have the best team on paper in the AFC East. I agree. I mean, the Dolphins are definitely loaded on paper. You got to give them their credit. But we're right there. Hey, fellas, we get Cook. I think Michael Carter is the odd man out. Bam is the only back besides Brees who can block. I don't know. I think Carter's not the odd man out, but we'll see. I could be wrong. Hackett sucks as a head coach. Correct. As an offensive coordinator, he happens to be one of the better offensive coordinators we've seen in these past 10 years. He's coached 10 top 10 offenses with the Jaguars, with the Packers. So, yeah, keep holding on to that narrative and thinking that Hackett's all of a sudden our head coach. He's not. He is our offensive coordinator. Big difference. Hey, Richie, where can I find exclusive Jets gear? Your drip is too real. I appreciate that, man. I'm actually upgrading my Jets media merchandise. So I want to give you guys some of the drip. I'm going to start coming out with a lot of new, fresh things that you guys can wear and get some Richie drip. So stay tuned for that. Sarah says, I think Cook signs there. Rodgers is a more stable QB than Tua. Cook played in a similar offense and played years against Rodgers, so he probably knows Rodgers' tendencies. This is exactly it, Sarah. 100% correct. You know, with Dalvin Cook being in the same division of Rodgers throughout his entire career, he knows how good he is, and he wants to come here. I mean, he wasn't shy. Dalvin Cook this morning, when they asked him, why do you want to go to the Jets? He simply said, A-Rod. I mean, we have Aaron Rodgers. That's a big reason. New subscriber, great job and great content. Vinny, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you tuning in and joining the Jets media subscriber world. Can Rodgers convince... We have a brand new grass this year, brand new turf. This is brand new. You think it's only a one-year deal? I think so. It's going to be a highly incentivized one-year deal if I had to guess. Also, thank you for the sticker yesterday. I got you, Spunky. Got you. Yesterday, I brought a lot of stickers with me to camp. I got them right here. I brought a bunch of stickers because I wanted to give something back. If anybody recognizes me and appreciates what I do, I want to give something back. So I brought a bunch of these stickers, and I was like, pew, 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 just handing them out to everybody. I was like, Jets Media, take some stickers. So hope you enjoy it, man. If you want a sticker, they are on sale on my site. So you guys can purchase them, but I'd rather give them away for free. And every training camp I'm going to, I'm bringing these stickers, and I'm handing them out. I appreciate you, Christian. How about that? Rodgers on the Pat McAfee show has expressed a huge preference for natural grass compared to turf and composite turfs. I would prefer natural grass too, but we'll see. Does Carter want running back 3 or 4? He probably doesn't want it, but hey, sometimes it's a business. Oh, Rich, I'm going to need one of those stickers week 3, bro. I got you. King Jamie's coming to Jets Media Day week 3. Are you coming? Tickets on sale now. 11 left. Here's the details. If you want to get your tickets, the link is pinned at the top of the chat, baby. Let's go. 11 tickets left. Who do you think starts at center? You know, I'm hearing some rumblings that the Jets don't want to rush Joe Tippmann out there. I'd be shocked if Tippmann doesn't start, but if the Jets just want to have a veteran in Connor McGovern who knows things in a win-now season and kind of groom Tippmann slowly, maybe they'll go that route. I'm not sure. But I think Joe Tippmann's the better player than Connor McGovern, so I would like to see Tippmann out there personally. And I appreciate the $2, my friend. Thank you. Did you see all 3 logos and end zones for the fields? I did see that, and that's freaking sick. Pretty sick, man. I love it. Come on now. There's so many things to be excited about. It's getting overwhelming. I'm not used to this. Are you worried about Breece or Carter's reaction to Cook? Remember those reactions to Elliott? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm hopeful that they'll understand that this is a season that they're just trying to load up. And it's not, they don't take it personal, but I don't know. We'll see, man. Jason Lee, hype legit or just a camp hero? Man, I saw him in person 3 times, and I've been impressed every time I saw him. Cool thing about this, too, is Robert Saleh said that the Jets were looking to draft him in day number 3, but ended up getting him in undrafted free agency. And that kind of tells me how high they are on the player. And, dude, he's a lot bigger than I thought he was. He's 6'2", big body. Go up there, get the 50-50 ball. He's fast. He looks like he has a high IQ for a young player. I mean, he beat Sauce for a touch. Woo! I think the hype is real, man. I think Jason Brownlee might have been one of those diamond-in-the-rough types of players the Jets got in undrafted free agency, man. Watch how the Jets sweep the pass this year and move forward, start beating them up. I mean, we've never got to verse the Patriots with a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. Usually, the Patriots just eat up on our inexperienced quarterbacks. That's how they beat us every year. It's not like we lose because the team's bad. Remember? Michael Carter, the second pick 6 called back. Offense collapses. Defense was ferocious. They sacked Mac Jones like 7 times that game. And then the second game against the Patriots, the score is 3-3. with 10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, and the Jets give up a punt return. Bro. Brownlee was with the first teams. Yes, all of our wide receivers were out. He was held his own against the top defense. Very true, man. Brownlee had 2 touchdowns yesterday. Jets have a deep wide receiver room. Facts. They do. Look out for Irvin Charles as well. Dude, we have a Jets game in less than a week, folks. How about that? The Hall of Fame game is Thursday. What? Thursday? Hall of Fame game is Thursday, man. That is pretty sick. Now, we're not going to see any of the starters. I honestly don't even know if Zach Wilson's going to play. But all I know is it's going to be a lot of fun to watch some freaking Jets football and see our guys be inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's going to be exciting, man. I cannot wait. But the news that we're waiting for this weekend is the Dalvin Cook news. And I think that the Dalvin Cook news is going to happen over the weekend, if I had to guess. And that's what we're live right now about. So, sign me up. Folks, as you guys know, we do have a proud sponsor of Jets Media. They just so happen to be Manta Sleep. Manta Sleep is the best sleep mask on the market. I promise you guys that. If you guys want to use my promo code JETS for 10% off, you can click the link at the top of the chat, and you get these luxury, state-of-the-art sleep masks that gives you 100% blackout, amazing comfort, and a sleep mask that's going to make you feel like you cannot sleep without it. I promise you that. Ever since they sent me one of these masks, this Pro mask, I have had the best REM sleep of my life. It takes out the light. If you have to be a napper and like to take naps midday when you're off from work and it's a really bright environment and bright lights everywhere and the sun comes up, or maybe you happen to live in your bedroom, has a lot of open windows, and the sun comes in really early, you're trying to sleep in, this is your best friend. I'm telling you guys, this Manta Sleep Mask has changed my life. It is 100% blackout, 10% off using my promo code JETS by clicking the link at the top of the chat. It's not your standard mask, man. They got these eye cupped on there. It puts on and it's beautiful. They also got a lot of different types of sleep masks. They even got a Bluetooth type of speaker mask. They got a silk mask. And if you feel like, hey, you know what? This sleep mask is not for me, but you know someone that your friend or your loved one, a family member that might benefit from this and their birthday's coming up, it is a good birthday gift, or maybe just something that you appreciate them. Hey, I got you a sleep mask. Got a good 10% discount off from my buddy Richie. I would appreciate you guys hitting that link at the top of the chat and scanning their website and seeing what they got to offer. So shout out to Manta Sleep for sponsoring Jets Media. Dalvin Cook sharing reps with Brees would be perfect. Facts. That's the best 1-2 punch in the league. Seriously, best sleep mask. Megan, did you get yours? I hope you enjoyed it if you did. I swear, when people talk about these masks to me, they're like, damn, Richie, I wasn't lying. Richie, will you be streaming the Hall of Fame game? Yes, of course. I'm going to be streaming every game this year that I'm not in attendance of. Let's go, Megan. Love to hear that you got your sleep mask and you're enjoying it. Thank you for supporting. Cook cooked. I love that. Buffalo and Miami last year. He could take it to the house at any moment. He had the longest career touchdown run last year. He still got some treads left. Oh, of course he got some treads left. Go look at his stats. I mean, people are trying to bring up that he's washed up. 4 straight seasons with over 1,000 yards. Are you going to every home game? I'm not going to every home game. Just going to the 2 games I'm hosting events for. Week 1, I'm doing the AFC East Roundtable event for the Buffalo Bills. And then week 3, I'm doing the Jets Media event versus the New England Patriots. Those are the only 2 home games I'm going to as of right now. I am going to the Las Vegas Raiders game, though. That's away. Excited for that. How many of our cuts get scooped by the Giants? A lot, Maria. Happens every year. Wide receiver room projection for me: Garrett Lazard, Davis Cobb, Hardman, and Brownlee. Charles and Gibson on the practice squad. This is exactly what I'm expecting, Ray. Exactly what I'm expecting. Imagine a shotgun formation with Brees and Cook in the backfield together. Good luck, defenses. Is Rodgers starting next week? No. We're not going to see Rodgers probably until the final preseason game against the Giants. If that, for 1 drive. Why does Bleach That's just someone that's working for Bleach Report trying to write an article that has nothing else to do. That's what that means. If Cook deal gets done, what do you think the year's money? I think it's a 1-year, highly incentivized contract. 5 years can be up 5 years. $5 million that could be up to $8 million, something along those lines. But folks, if you're enjoying the show, please do me a solid favor by simply hitting that like button. We appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning into the chat. We got 147 likes. I think we could get up to 200 likes. If you guys are excited for Dalvin Cook potentially coming through, hit that like button. Let's get it rocking, folks. Woo! This is a lot of fun, man. You guys are killing it. You guys are killing it. I appreciate all the love, all the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Freaking go, man. Let's go. JETS, you know it. Did you not hear what he said this morning? Dwayne? He literally said he does not have a meeting scheduled after the Jets. So he's expected to sign with the Jets this weekend. So if all things go well, he's signing with the Jets literally today or tomorrow. But you can hold on to that if you like. Who is your favorite young blood on the Jets? I mean, this is such a hard question. I've been asking the Jets to draft their own wide receiver 1 forever, and they got one in Garrett Wilson, so I think I might have to go Garrett, bro. I love him, man. Everything about him. Everything about Garrett is just so sick. It's just so awesome. Cook signing with the Jets will put you over the top. This might be the year, Richie. This might be the Jets versus Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Well, we'll get the Jets-Chiefs on Sunday Night Football. That's going to be ridiculous. Paula's in the chat. Hey, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Cook also used to share backfield with Mattinson, so it won't be hard to learn. Yeah, exactly. We're going to need a lot of wide receivers on the practice squad because of injuries. Garrett Wilson, Lazard, Cobb, Davis are all hurt. Davis is not hurt. He's sick. And, yeah. Low-key guy this year that could take a huge leap is MC2, 100%. I love that. Him and Quincy Williams are my two guys. And Jamie Sherwood is his first year starting. Official prediction, Jets-Eagles Super Bowl. Any news on Garrett's injury? Not yet, but I think it's going to come out probably Sunday, and it'll be good news. I personally think Garrett has the highest ceiling of any player on the roster. Sauce is amazing, but I don't know how he replicates that production year in and year out. Yeah, I agree. I think Garrett has the biggest upside out of any player on this team, especially with Aaron Rodgers throwing him the football. I mean, what he did last year with the crappy quarterback play just makes you think that, right? Cook said he wants a shot at a ring. Not happening with the Pats. No time soon. Yeah, he ain't going to the Patriots, bro. Why the heck would he go to the Patriots? Imagine if RD shuts down Mahomes. I don't think it's even that much of a stretch. I mean, it is a stretch because Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL, and it'll be a hard thing to do. But the defense does have what it takes. It's going to be consistent interior pressure to get to Mahomes like every single snap in order to shut that offense down. The thing about the Chiefs game is you're never going to shut down Mahomes. The question is, you're going to have to keep up with Mahomes, make enough plays, force enough turnovers, and Aaron Rodgers got to match Mahomes. That's what it comes down to. Mahomes might be the best quarterback we've ever seen. I agree. I think Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback we've ever seen. And I know it's early in his career, but I'm just saying that, bro. Just saying. Where's the Tom Brady truthers at? Come at me. Don't care. I can't see a shutout, but the Jets defense is top shelf, and we'll call it happening. Yeah, the Jets will not shut down Mahomes. They will, again, hopefully force him into enough mistakes that the Jets can capitalize and win the game. Even if Rodgers plays similar to last year, that's a lot better than recent production, and that's a guaranteed playoff berth. The people that cry and say, Rodgers is washed up, they don't understand that we don't need Rodgers to be an MVP to be successful this year. That's how good the team is around us. Who do you want to beat up more, Giants or Broncos? That's a good question. I mean, now the Broncos fans have been annoying with the whole Sauce Gardner thing because they're upset that Sauce is better than Patrick Surtain after 1 year. The Giants, we have that New York rivalry. I don't know. Uh-oh, I triggered the Patriots fan in the chat. Brady has 7 rings, dude. Most winning. Yeah, he's the most winning quarterback for sure. But I'm talking about pure talent at the quarterback spot. I think Mahomes tops it. And I honestly, and by the way, you're going to think I'm just saying this now because he's a Jet, but I'm on record of saying that Aaron Rodgers, I always got into debates with this my entire life. Aaron Rodgers is the best talent at the quarterback spot. And I would get into debates with people at who say Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the most accomplished and the greatest quarterback of all time. But Aaron Rodgers as a pure quarterback in terms of arm talent, and he has the greatest touchdown interception ratio. Obviously, Tom Brady is the most accomplished and Super Bowl wins, and that's more important, right? You'd rather have a quarterback that wins you Super Bowls than just have like individual performances. But when it comes to a pure quarterback, I always debated Rodgers over Brady from that lens. Don't really care if you get upset with that, but yeah, always said that. And I'm not just saying that because he's a Jet. I've always said that for years. Richie, I like how you're never too bothered by the trolls. Well, I welcome the trolls. I love the trolls just as much as I love the love. Brady's entire career is tarnished with cheating. Imagine he was an MLB player. He wouldn't even be a Hall of Famer. Rodgers has the best passer rating, touchdown interception ratio. Yes, he does, of all time. And you can't diminish that. Those are facts. Is it safe to say Brady's passed the torch to Mahomes? I personally think so, man. I mean, if you don't think Mahomes is on the trajectory of being a guy to, you're lying to yourself. Just saying. And it's unfortunate because we have to get through Mahomes in order to win a bowl. But hey. Any update on Garrett's ankle? Not yet. Probably Sunday because we don't hear anything from the media, from Robert Saleh today or tomorrow because there's no practice today or tomorrow. So probably Sunday. Hopefully it's just a little tweak and he's good in a couple weeks. It's that simple, man. 171 likes. Phew, you guys are killing it today, man. Always a pleasure going live with you guys. Always a pleasure doing this with you guys. There's a lot of fun, exciting things happening on Jets Media in this next month or so. So stay tuned for more content. Jets training camp has been great. Dalvin Cook Watch is going to be continuing on this channel throughout the weekend. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, man. How many subscribers are we away? Let's find out. Oh my God, we need 6 more subscribers. What? 5 more subscribers. 5 more subscribers to get to 18K. Are there 5 people that are not subscribed in the chat right now that can help me out? 5 more. Come on now. 5 more. It's real, guys. Mahomes is special. He will be an obstacle for 10 years, but we are used to it with Tom. Yeah, we're used to it. And if you haven't watched the Netflix documentary Quarterback, watch it, and you'll appreciate Mahomes' greatness just a tad more. Come on now. Oh, we hit 18K. What? Thank you to the 5 people that just hit that subscribe button. I love you. Thank you so much. We just hit 18K, guys. Thank you so much, man. That is freaking awesome. I'm happy that it happened when we're live on the channel because I want to thank you guys so much for all the support, all the love. This channel has been growing exponentially ever since, training camp and all things have been ramping up for the season. And it just gets me excited more because this is going to be a special, special, special year. And I'm excited to have it with you guys. I think that this is something that, growing a platform that connects me with Jets fans across the world has always been a dream of mine. And the fact that it's happening, I can't thank you guys enough because I do this for a living. This is my full-time thing. I'm building a business off of this, and none of this is possible without you guys in the chat subscribing and liking and commenting and sharing and doing all the fun things that you do. So thank you guys so much. It really, really means so much to me, guys. Let's freaking go, man. Let's go. 18K. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Rolled to 20K. That's what it comes down to. Congrats. Been subbed since 3,000. Now I'm curious. Does anybody remember, for the OGs, how many subscribers did I have when you subscribed to me? Does anybody remember that? Let me know in the chat. Congrats. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Vinny. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Edgar. Thank you. Richie, if Cook signs, who's getting cut? Bam, Carter, Izzy, etc. I think it's going to be Izzy. I'm sorry, not Izzy. I take that back. Bam. Kelly, thank you so much for the $10. Wow. Thank you so much, Kelly. Have a drink on Kelly. Well, I will, Kelly. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Cheers. I'm going to pop this water bottle. Pachoo! Thank you so much. I appreciate you. See, this is the type of things that just makes me feel like, I don't know. It's hard to put into words. Thank you so much, Kelly. I can't thank you enough for that generous $10 donation. Minnesota Jets fans, you are the best Jets podcaster. I love your energy for our Jets here in Minnesota. Everyone is hoping and saying Cook will be a Jet by tomorrow, and they are happy. Rodgers left the Packers. Let's go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Thank you so much, Minnesota Jets fans. I appreciate the love. My man subscribed a couple minutes ago. Rob, thank you for just joining the Jets Media subscription pool. Thank you, man. Richie killing it. Next step, 20K. You know it, Maria. Appreciate it. I'm in a consent Jets dream this summer. Not even interested in any other sport. Same. Well, not true, but I know what you mean. I've been here before Richie could grow an awesome beard like this. That is true. This is a new feature. I hope you guys enjoy it. I don't know. Should I keep the beard or should it go? I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts of the facial hair action? Because this is a new thing this season. Maybe it's a good luck charm. I don't know. We'll see. What are you guys thinking about the Richie beard? 1K when I joined. You've been here for a long time. Julian with the $5. Congrats, Richie. Keep doing your thing. Let's go, Jets. Thank you, Julian S. Appreciate that big time, my friend. Thank you. Pop bottles. Every time a super chat comes in, I'm going to start chugging water. Thank you, Julian. Appreciate you, bro. The beard stays. Loving the beard. All right. The chat has spoken. It ain't going nowhere. Maybe I'm the good luck charm. Ever since the beard came on, the Jets have been killing it in the offseason. And now we just have to hope that it translates to victories. Oh, whoa. What is this? $50 from Dimichi. Thank you so much, man. This is a big-time donation. Yo, Richie, just want to say I love and appreciate you. You make my day every time I get a notification of one of your vids. Oh, my gosh. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much, man. $50. That is... That's for you. Cheers. I don't know what else to say. You're making me... Wow. $50. Yo, Richie, I appreciate you, D. Thank you so much, man. The fact that I make your day somehow just by talking about the Jets, that makes me feel very, very thankful. Because that's all I want to do, man. I just like to get people happy. I like to get people engaged. I like to entertain. I like to develop community and also develop relationship. And that's one of my biggest goals for this season. comparatively to other previous seasons is really developing a community and developing relationships, and that's where my Discord server is going to be big. So when I announce my Discord server, know that that's going to be me trying to really connect with you guys more on a personal level, where we could talk about stuff outside of the Jets, because that's kind of all we do is talk Jets, and I'm not complaining about that, but there's another layer of me and another layer of you guys that I want to learn about, right? So shout out to D. Michi for the $50, and stay tuned for the Discord server because I want to get as many people in there talking about stuff. We're going to have different little channels, one about the Jets, one about, I don't know, something else, one about this, one about that, and we're all going to be having a good time. You're an emotional outburst versus the Browns. That comeback made you the podcaster of the year. Oh, man, yeah, that was crazy. When the NFL Films reached out to me about that, and then they roasted me, I was like, all right, I made it. I'm getting roasted by the NFL. Let's go. Again, thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough for this, D. Michi. That's so generous of you. Thank you, Paula. Thank you. I love how much you've grown as a channel and a Jets fan. You're awesome, man. Keep it up. I'm excited for this season. Thank you, Brendan. When are you going to have subscribers on to talk about the Jets? I'd love coming on and chatting with you about the Jets. That's coming soon. We are announcing a new content schedule for the month of August, and Mondays are going to be the call-in shows. So stay tuned. We're going to get you guys on here, and we're going to get you guys talking. Don't worry. And also, big news as well for me. In August 1st, I'm moving into a brand new office, a new studio. So I'm moving out of here, and I'm going into an office because I want to get out. This studio is at home, and I kind of want to have a workspace outside of my home. So that's a big move. It's a lease that's from August to February. So it's a 7-month lease throughout the entirety of the NFL season. Really exciting stuff. Just signed the contract last week, so it's a big move for me. And so the backdrop's going to be different. It's going to be a different production quality. It's going to have I got a big vision for the studio that I'm going to put together. So that's going to be exciting as well. So things are happening, man. Things are happening. Shout out to Green Bean. He is the GOAT. Thank you, D. Michi. I appreciate that. Now we just got to get Dalvin here officially. Bro, if you have a full day job, someone else quit because you should be doing this full time. This is my full-time thing. It has been since I started, actually. So thank you for that. I started this right when I graduated college in 2020, and with the pandemic, I couldn't get a job. Your boy couldn't get a job because I graduated in the middle of the pandemic. So it forced me to just make content, and then the rest is history. So this has been my full-time thing. I also have a lot, I don't know if you guys all know this, but some of you probably know this about me, but I have a lot of other things I'm doing outside of Jets Media. I have a YouTube channel called Touchdown Kingdom that I'm building. I have the AFC's Roundtable. I have Knicks Media. I have a team. The vision is to build this into a sports media company more than just a Jets thing. So, yeah, things are happening, man. And the goal is coming to fruition. Dallas Santana, Dallas James is a member of the channel. Thank you, bro. Let's go. Bring it on. Let's go. No reason to apologize, man. Just letting you know what's going on with me. Can you watch football games at the new place? Yeah, of course. Big things happening. You are a cool dude. Thank you, Scott. Richie, you're one of the best YouTubers. All your hard work is paying off. Thank you, Marie. I appreciate that. Big moves, man. Thank you, Nomad. Appreciate you. History lesson. One time years ago, a super loyal Chiefs fan seen a youngling Jets fan named Richie who kept his faith and kept his loyalty even when it sucked. Richie introduced me to you guys. So, salute. Yes, salute to you. Salute King Jamie, man. He's been supporting me for years. Staying busy, Richie. You know it, man. Just trying to continue the dream, and I can't live the dream without you guys. And the crazy thing is, my second favorite team used to be the Packers, but ever since A-Rod got traded, you've made me a believer in the Jets. Never thought, but let's go Jets. Let's go. Jets, you know it. Jets. Jets. 18K. Let's go, Chris. Thank you so much, man. We're at 18K, man. Things are happening. Let's go. Oh, I'm frozen, folks. You guys see that? I'm frozen. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. We're back. 18K. Yep. Chris, thank you so much, man. Staying busy. You know it. What all the hype for? We don't need Cook. We're going for the Super Bowl, so we need Cook because the more the better. My man Jack's in the chat. Hey, yo, what up, Jack? What's up, dude? Hope you're having a good morning, my friend. I texted you this morning, Jack. I'm wondering if you want to hop on this show. When did I text you that? But it's all good, my brother. We'll get you on soon. Yo, everyone smash that like button. Thank you. Has Cook met with the Dolphins? Nope. Oh, everyone's like, oh, the taxes are going to bring Dalvin to Miami. Oh, Miami's his hometown. He's not. Really? Come on. Yo, everyone, smash the like button. Thank you, Dimichi. Put Hall on PUP for a safety clause and sign Cook. He is already on the PUP list. He's been on the PUP list since the start of camp. These Jets looking as promising as the 98 Jets. I will continue to give him that stare. Always. I'm glad he's staying in the division for a brother rivalry. Yeah, James Cook versus Dalvin Cook. If that happens, let's go. Uh-oh, here we go. The final say rests with Miami. As far as Cook goes, any offer y'all make, the Dolphins will have a chance to meet or beat. He just said on Good Morning Football that he wants to play in Miami. He also said that it's a high chance he signs with the Jets this weekend during the visit. So keep holding on to it and realize that he'd rather come to the Jets because he believes that Aaron Rodgers gives him the best opportunity to win a Super Bowl. If you're a player like Dalvin Cook and you're weighing your options and you want to win a Super Bowl, do you trust Tua Tagovailoa or Aaron Rodgers to win a Super Bowl? Now, I want you to really answer that thoroughly. Right? Who gives, quarterback aside, just team aside, just looking at the quarterback. If you're Dalvin Cook, and Dalvin Cook's looking at Tua, and he looks at Aaron Rodgers, which quarterback do you think he thinks gives him the best chance to go win a Super Bowl? This man's... the Miami Dolphins have the longest playoff win drought in the league, and it's like I'm 25 years old. Well, how long is it? 23 years? The Miami Dolphins haven't won a playoff game in 23 years? 23? Ha ha. Tua all day. Now you're lying to yourself. Come on now. You're lying to yourself. Palace, big AR8 fan. Hope he wins a ring with the Jets. Cook said today he also wants to play for Miami. He plays all sides to get best deal. Hope Jets get him. Yeah, man, me too. I mean, of course he's going to say he wants to play for Miami. That's his hometown, and he's been linked to either the Dolphins or the Jets. That doesn't shock me that he said that. He wants to play for the Dolphins. He wants to play for the Jets. Whatever the best offer is and the best situation for him, he's going to go for. Thank you for the $5, Palace. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. King Jamie, $5. Let's go. This is how I support my guy. It's easy, and Richie needs cash to buy me a ticket to the AFC Championship if the Jets somehow host my Chiefs this year. The Jets will be hosting the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game this year. Book it! Imagine. Oh, my God. What a world that would be if that actually happened. What a world that would be if that will happen. Wow. King Jamie, I appreciate you. He wants the Dolphins. He will settle for the Jets. Well, that's just a narrative that you're trying to tell yourself to make you sleep at night, basically. He literally said Aaron Rodgers and the Jets have always been the front runner. The only way he goes to the Dolphins is if they offer him more money. It's that simple. He doesn't want to just go home and get paid more money. He wants to go win. Richie, don't forget the winning part. Yep. Aaron Rodgers. Hello. Aaron Rodgers. Do I have to tell you guys the quote that he literally said today on Good Morning Football? Rich will hit 20K by week 5. Now, that will be legendary, Megan. That will be legendary. Yeah. Good. I mean, we're talking about Aaron Rodgers versus Tua Tagovailoa. Oh, this is fun. There's not just smoke. The whole damn city is burning. Let's go. He doesn't want to go to a team with fair weather fans like Miami. He wants elite diehard fans. Ooh, that's a shot. Rodgers destroyed the Dolphins' defense last year. It wasn't even fair. I mean, literally Aaron Rodgers versus Tua head-to-head last year. Who won? Who played better? Aaron Rodgers. Case closed. No talent on Green Bay, and he broke the Fins. And Tua threw like 3 picks in the fourth quarter of that game. Do we, in hindsight, think that pursuing the Tyreek Hill trade last year was a bad idea? You know, I like that the Jets were aggressive for him. But I'll tell you this. If we were paying that, we don't have Garrett Wilson on a cheap rookie contract. So I'll take Garrett Wilson on his contract over Tyreek Hill. Because guess what? We're paying Quinnen Williams and Aaron Rodgers. Their 2 cap hits is $31 million. Tyreek Hill's cap hit is $31 million. Would you guys rather have Aaron Rodgers, Quinnen Williams, and Garrett Wilson? Or Tyreek Hill just? That's an easy one. That's an easy one. That is an easy one. Come on now. We are in the middle of a Dalvin Cook watch. My man Jack wants to join. I don't know how much longer you'll be on, but send me the link if you want. Yeah, bro, I'll stay on longer. I ain't got nothing better to do. I do have a meeting at 12:30. It's 11:45, so we got some time. Let's get it. Let's get Jack on the show. It's been a while. Jack's been biting at the bit to talk Jets. Let's get Jack on the show. You guys want Jack on? Well, you better want Jack on because Jack's a legend on the channel. Link sent, Jack. Link is sent. What did TD say on his stream the other day? All right. His picks weren't tip balls off receivers' hands. They weren't picked straight off defenders. Keep using... TD is the best. Dalvin hinted signing with the Jets like 6 times today. When he asked about other meets, he didn't say yes, which means it's a no advantage. Jets to sign Cook. Yeah, it's inevitable, man. The Jets are signing Dalvin Cook. The Jets will sign Dalvin Cook, and I'm saying that with a lot of freaking confidence. Boba, Jet, thank you for the $5 as always. You're a beast. I can't stress enough how much I love that helmet. Big Star Wars fan. Let's go. Zach Wilson led 40 burger on the Dolphins. Don't remind them the facts, bro. It's scary. Is he visiting the Jets today or tomorrow and Saturday? I think he's visiting them today and tomorrow. And then hopefully a deal will be done by Sunday. Tua threw picks because of his concussion. Then Rodgers had a bad, quote, season because of his thumb. Now he's back healthy with his favorite offensive coordinator. Stop speaking the facts, Ryan. They don't like facts. They don't like the facts. The facts scare people. The facts is what scare people away. Because when you hit them with the hard, cold facts, then they backtrack and like, oh, but I was spinning my narrative. I was spinning my negativity on you. You know what I mean? That's really what it comes down to. All right. Let's welcome Jack in the house, though. Let me make sure it's all good. Boom.
Yo.
Oh. Jack, my man. What's good?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are you doing? It's great to have you on.
Yeah, man. It's been a long time. How you doing, everybody? Very happy to be on here talking some Jets.
Let's
I
go.
almost forget what I'm doing on here with the StreamYard stuff. It took me a while to get the link, but I'm good, man. I'm good.
Hey, man, it was a long off season. We're happy to have you back. We're obviously going to have you on a lot more this season because the Jets season is right around the corner. So let's just cut right into business. Dalvin Cook
Let's do it.
was on Good Morning Football this morning, and he hinted that the meeting with the Jets, if it goes well, which seems like it will, he's going to sign with the Jets. So what's your reaction of Dalvin Cook going on Good Morning Football and speaking highly? And he said he loves Aaron Rodgers. He wants to come here because of Rodgers, and he wants to go into Super Bowl. He wants to be in an environment that welcomes him. Do you think Dalvin Cook is a Jet or what?
I think Dalvin Cook is as good as a Jet, man. I think we might as well label him a Jet right now. I really do feel that way, especially after even before the Good Morning Football appearance this morning. I kind of felt that way. That the stars were kind of aligning for us to add Dalvin Cook after, the Aaron Rodgers restructure, frees up some money to go out there and make some additional moves to make this a freaking super team, man. And I think that Dalvin Cook is definitely going to be a Jet, and I think that he's going to be an important piece, especially with Breece Hall, still in the recovery process, and he's probably not going to be 100%, by the start of the season. I think it would be a perfect move, man. Obviously, Dalvin Cook is very, playing in the same division as Aaron Rodgers for his entire career. He's, very familiar with Aaron Rodgers and what he's capable of and knows his game pretty well. And I think with this offense, he could thrive, man. I really do. It's exciting as hell.
I mean, we're just loading up on talent to the point where the only thing that I don't like about the Dalvin Cook signing is basically like, are we becoming a dream team? Like, are we becoming one of those teams that are just like, now the expectation is just going crazy?
And listen, man, I have no problem with, becoming the dream team and becoming this super team and just stacking this roster, which is with as much talent as we possibly can, obviously. But, I texted you this yesterday or the day before, whenever it was. It's so scary now. Like, it's so like, it's the most exciting time ever to be a Jets fan, but it is where the expectations being so crazy high before a snap of football has even happened is something that, frankly, we've never experienced in our lifetime.
We're usually trying to like meet the expectations, or excuse me, there's no expectations to meet. It's kind of just like hopefully having a good season to prove the doubters wrong. Like, yeah, we're better than you think.
Exactly. And we've never had a quarterback of this caliber, in 2009, 2010, as amazing as those 2 seasons were, back-to-back AFC championship games, no one really felt super confident in Mark Sanchez to lead the way forward. Or at least I didn't. We had a badass run game and a phenomenal defense, which we do now as well. But this time we have Garrett Wilson and Al Lazard and Aaron Rodgers, first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. I can't, it really is scary. It's this kind of pit in your stomach feeling where I'm so excited to watch this team play football, but every single time the ball is snapped. I mean, as it is every year, but I'm just gonna have this pit in my stomach every single time the ball is snapped. Because expectations have never quite been like this, and it's just something that the Jets are not used to.
Now, I'd have to get your reaction to this, Jack, because this is something that happened a couple days ago that still blows my effing mind. Because you and I were talking before Rodgers became a Jet, and we were thinking to ourselves, we're not going to get Aaron Rodgers. He wants to be a Jet. Like, why would a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers want to come to the Jets? Well, not only does he want to be a Jet, Jack, he took the largest pay cut in NFL history to help out this team because he sees something brewing that's special with this organization, and he believes the only way this Jets team can actually go win a Super Bowl is by giving them the financial flexibility. It was a 2-year, $110 million contract that goes down to a 2-year, $75 million contract. He's now being paid less than a guy named Daniel Jones, who's across, we were sharing a stadium with. So what's your thoughts of Aaron Rodgers selflessly taking a $35 million pay cut? Because what do we hear from the people, Jack? Oh, Rodgers is an egomaniac. He's selfish. He's going to burn the Jets organization to the ground. He has been nothing but the polar opposite of that since he came here. What are your thoughts of him taking this pay cut?
I think we might get the best version of Aaron Rodgers that anyone's ever seen, man. I mean, it feels like he is just dead set on achieving his goal of winning the Super Bowl once again. Doing it in a city like New York, doing it for a team with fans like the Jets. Honestly for himself, proving all the doubters wrong. Because like you said, there's so many people out there, oh, he's an egomaniac, oh, he's, lost in the desert, doing ayahuasca, whatever. What he's really doing is getting ready to lead the Jets to a monster season and hopefully a Super Bowl appearance and Super Bowl victory. Can't believe I'm even saying that and being serious about it. But it's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. The selflessness. And I mean, don't get me wrong, $75 million over 2 years is phenomenal money. It's not like, the guy's going to the poorhouse anytime soon, but leaving $35 million on the table when you're at the, in the tail end of your career, as Aaron Rodgers is, that's a big deal. I mean, we see it year in and year out, players holding out for the money they think they deserve. And here's Aaron Rodgers, who could easily, be making more than Daniel Jones, that's for sure. But could easily be, one of the highest paid, one of the top highest paid quarterbacks in the league. And he takes an extreme cut like this in order to benefit
the largest
the team.
Ever. Like, this has never happened. Like, the players never took $35 million guaranteed money off the table. Yeah. Like, it's just wild. Like, what's going on here? Like, there's something crazy. It's like, it kind of feels like we went through a lifelong of suffering in order to experience this type of season. And obviously we have to work out in the field because this offseason has been kind of too good to the point where it's getting a little like looking around like, what the hell's going on here? It's a little too perfect. Like every other day, there's like another thing happening, whether it's Rodgers pay cut, let's go. Oh, Jets throwback jerseys, let's go. We've been waiting for that forever. Oh, Dalvin Cook to the Jets. I mean, like the offseason hype doesn't end. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's overwhelmingly exciting. And the fact that Aaron Rodgers is doing this really, really tells you this. And a big reason why I think that, we're going to get the better Aaron Rodgers is we're seeing, all those narratives of Aaron Rodgers, like being this bad person and like not being a good teammate. I think a lot of that had to do with just the overall, and I'm not taking a shot at the Packers, but it just felt like the Packers organization wasn't doing right by Aaron Rodgers. They didn't surround him properly. They didn't have a good relationship with the front office. And then when Rodgers comes here, all those things that people were saying Rodgers is doing isn't the case. He's taking a pay cut. The Packers organization was begging Rodgers to take a pay cut. He would never do that with the Packers. But he came to the Jets and he respects Woody Johnson. He respects Joe Douglas. He respects Saleh. He understands the culture. He understands things. And all of a sudden, he has an organization that's treating him properly. And this is the Aaron Rodgers you get. Not only is he going to be our quarterback, but he's another coach on the field, mentoring Zach Wilson, mentoring the whole team around him. Like, he's becoming someone that I think can have a long-term effect. Because some people are like, oh, Rodgers is here for a couple years. The Jets are screwed when he leaves. I kind of disagree. I think Rodgers being here for 2 years or however long he's going to be here is going to have a big impact on this team's culture because all these players are going to be able to see Rodgers' day-to-day approach of how he approaches the game of football, and it's going to leave that imprint for the long term. Absolutely, and I think his impact, I know his impact has already been felt within every facet of the organization. He elevates everybody around him, whether it's,
fellow players, coaches, members of the training staff, people in the media, the fans that are attending training camp, as you have multiple times already this year. He elevates it to a different level, where people need to play up to the expectations that we now have. And yeah, the fact that we know he's going to be here for at least 2 years,
which is awesome.
I'm hoping even 3, Rich.
Which is possible, by the way.
It is very possible when you look at all the details and the dead cap and whatever the hell. It is possible. But yeah, I mean, the presence of Aaron Rodgers has already, been absolutely exponential. I would say, in terms of how it affects everybody in that building, the way they practice, the way they recover. What they're doing with their free time, how they're taking care of their bodies, all that stuff. And one thing that I think is super, super important is that, like you said, I think towards the end of Aaron Rodgers' tenure with the Packers, you can kind of see that relationship between Aaron and the Packers start to deteriorate, as lots of, long-term relationships in sports eventually do. I think it was a time for a change for both parties, the Packers and Aaron. And I think what you see on Aaron's face, he's enjoying himself again. I think he's having fun. I think he's really enjoying being in a new city with new people, new teammates, new coaches, in a new environment with fans that literally would kiss him on the lips if he let them. So, I think it couldn't be a better situation for Aaron Rodgers. The fact that he's, what do the Packers got to be thinking when they hear about this $35 million pay cut? They must be like,
oh my God,
damn it.
Such a big slap in the face.
They must be pissed off, as I would be too if I was Mark Murphy, if I was any of the higher ups over there in Green Bay. But yeah, he's here. He's we got him for a bargain when you look at how skilled he is compared to what other quarterbacks are currently making in the NFL.
37.5 mil per year. I mean, look at what Justin Herbert got, like over 52 a year.
Yeah, like 52.4 million a year. He got something like that.
And that gets me excited too, Jack, is because the AFC is stacked with quarterbacks with big contracts. Like Joe Burrow's about to get paid. Herbert just got paid. Lamar just got paid. All these quarterbacks are getting these giant deals while they're getting hit by quarterback cap hits. We're getting cheaper with Rodgers. That's giving us more ammunition to build around. It's getting me excited, man, which is why we're going after Dalvin Cook right now and why there's speculation and rumors swirling. And I'm not going to buy into it yet about Devontae Adams, but you never know. Based off what I'm seeing with this Jets team, anything is freaking possible. And another thing I want to bring up about Aaron Rodgers, Jack, because I find it very interesting, and we talked about this when we got Aaron Rodgers, but it's happening before our eyes, and we have to wait to see some preseason games. But Zach Wilson, low-key, is one of the stars of training camp. Like, I've been to 3 practices, and I have been blown away by Zach Wilson. And obviously, he has a lot to prove, but I think Aaron Rodgers' impact on Zach Wilson is already, like, you can see it. And it just kind of feels like Zach Wilson also has a layer of pressure kind of off his shoulders because he knows he's not starting. So it's not like he has to, like, get ready for the season. He kind of has a layer like, okay, I can learn. And Aaron Rodgers is obviously mentoring him, and he's seeing the game. He looks more confident. He's way more poised. He's going through his progressions. And, dude, I mean, that's what this organization's vision is. And we don't know if it's 100% going to happen, but the fact that Saleh and Rodgers are on the same page of we're trying to develop Zach Wilson to be our long-term quarterback, and a lot still has to go in our favor. And Zach Wilson was a nightmare in both his first 2 years with the Jets. But if all goes well, Brett Favre, he mentored Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers said he's not the quarterback he is today without Favre mentoring him. Zach Wilson having Aaron Rodgers mentoring him is the best possible thing for Zach Wilson, man. And so far, so good, and we'll see what he can do in the preseason.
Yeah, I actually am excited to see what Zach Wilson is going to look like in the preseason. It's actually it's interesting to just know that Aaron Rodgers is absolutely, the starting quarterback, obviously. But it's when have we ever had, a backup that we care this much about in terms of hoping that we see some sort of progression. So it's going to make the preseason a lot more fun to watch for sure. Which I'm looking forward to. So that's a great point. But yeah, I mean, obviously, hopefully Zach Wilson is soaking up all this information like a sponge, everything he can get out of Aaron Rodgers. I heard Boomer make a good point on his radio show by saying that Aaron Rodgers' contract restructuring kind of offsets, all the money that is headed Zach Wilson's way. Because obviously, let's not forget, Zach Wilson's a second overall pick, and those guys make some decent money on their rookie contracts. So that, it helps out in more ways than one, that Aaron Rodgers restructure. And obviously nobody cares about Zach Wilson, at this moment. But, if we're thinking 2-3 years from now, who knows what can happen when we have this young guy that's learning from one of the best to ever do it, that obviously has a chip on his shoulder and wants to prove that he's not a bust, because let's face it, he would go down as one of the worst busts of all time. Second overall pick, taking a gamble on a quarterback from a smaller school. It would be bad. It would be very bad. And obviously we don't care about that right now.
Yeah, and the cool thing about Zach is the issues with him in this first 2 years. It wasn't like an arm talent thing. It was just his mind just not being able to process things, and his mind was disconnected with his fundamentals. And like when your mind can't understand like progressions and you're holding on to the football too long, then your fundamentals are going to get out of sort. You're going to miss those easy throws in the flat. But when you get to just like Aaron Rodgers, for example, he just knows the game so well where he just gets rid of the ball so fast, boom, because his mind is on a different level. So I think Zach Wilson learning from Rodgers, that's going to be the development. That's what we're looking for. Can Zach just get the game mentally where he gets to the line of scrimmage, he sees what the defense is showing him, he can do a little nuance that Aaron Rodgers does, change the play, and get rid of the ball fast and process things mentally so his talent can kind of come to the surface. Because Zach Wilson hid his talent, because when your mind is not ready to go, you're not going to show it, and you're going to make mistakes after mistake after mistakes. And Jack, it is kind of refreshing that us as Jets fans, and we are still talking about it with Zach, but when it comes to our starting quarterback, we don't got to talk about, his footwork, his lower half, it's just a master class that Rodgers has. We don't have to worry about these fundamental issues with our starting quarterback. It's just so refreshing, because I feel like ever since I started this YouTube channel, that's all I talk about. At the quarterback spot, his footwork, his fundamentals, his lower half, he's got to step into his throws and stuff. We don't got to talk about that with Aaron Rodgers.
It's something that it's a shame that we are so excited about having a quarterback that can just make basic throws. Because as we said, throughout all of the season last year, if we just had mediocre quarterback play, we could have won 4 or 5 more games and made a run of it in the postseason. But now we're sitting here with one of the greatest, maybe the greatest pure passer of the football that the game has ever seen, who can make any throw to any receiver from any position on the field. And it's a blessing from the football gods above, man. It really is. Never in a million years would I think that we'd be sitting here talking about, having a potential Super Bowl winning season with Aaron Rodgers at the helm of the New York Jets.
And a 2-year window, too. It's not like a 1-year thing. Like, it's a 2-year window. Could be 3.
It really, it's been a while now, obviously. It genuinely, I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's butt. It genuinely still does not feel real sometimes. Like, I genuinely have to, go, on the Jets Instagram and look at a picture of Aaron Rodgers throwing the football, in a Jets helmet.
Just wait till you go to camp, Jack. It's a different feeling. You just watch him just do simple drills, like a quarterback drill, like not even an 11-on-11, like live action bullets flying, just like a simple little thrown into a bucket. I'm just looking at him like, oh my God.
Anytime, it's
look how he throws it.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's an amazing thing. It's seeing anybody, whatever their talent, their passion, their craft might be, anybody at the top of their game, anybody that's the best or one of the best in the world, it's always a pleasure to watch them do what they do, because okay, this is how it's supposed to be done. This is masterful. I felt that way years back when I went to a couple of Jets versus Patriots games. Obviously, we lost all of those games, and I hate the New England Patriots more than any other franchise in pro sports. But being able to sit there in person, watching Tom Brady throw the ball down the field, and just execute play after play and just drive after drive, score after score. It's beautiful to watch, love him or hate him. But now we have one of those guys on our own team that we get to root for, that we get to watch his greatness unfold, hopefully every single Sunday, and beyond the regular season, obviously. It's an amazing thing, man, that genuinely still does not feel real. It's crazy. It's crazy to me.
I don't know, man. I don't know what else to say. It's just so freaking exciting. But there is something I do want to ask you about, Jack. I want to get your thoughts of. Let me just put it on the banner real quick. So yesterday, Sean
know.
Payton.
Oh, thank you. I was hoping you were gonna bring this up.
Yeah, so
I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
I know you are. This is like right up your alley in terms of just like if Jack had anything like just like in terms of what he's best at when it comes to coming on the channel and speaking, it's on stuff like this. So as you know, Jack, Sean Payton just comes out with an article, or a reporter asked him questions, and he took a big shot at first Nathaniel Hackett, saying that it was the biggest coaching blows of all time, just taking just shots and shots at Nathaniel Hackett. And, okay, that's unfortunate, but okay, that was just not right for you to say. But then he actually attacks the Jets. Like he says, oh, they're overhyped. They're on Hard Knocks. First of all, we don't want to be on Hard Knocks. That was forced down our throats. The Jets were literally don't want to be on it. So him bringing up the Hard Knocks thing was just totally just did not make sense for him to say that. And then for him to keep saying and bringing up the comparisons that overhyped teams doesn't mean they're going to be good and stuff. So what's your thoughts about him calling out Nathaniel Hackett, saying that he's awful, and him not saying anything, trying to underlie Russell Wilson? And then Robert Saleh, his response was fucking amazing. He just took the high road. He said, if you ain't got haters, we ain't popping, so hate away. He understands that there's a target on the Jets' back, and they're soaking it all in, and I cannot wait for week 5. So what's your thoughts about this, Jack?
I mean, there's so many stupid things that Sean Payton said. First of all, everybody knows, or at least most Jets fans know, but it's not like it's not public knowledge, that the Jets wanted no part of Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks was forced upon the Jets. So the Hard Knocks argument is nonsense. We don't need Hard Knocks. We didn't want Hard Knocks. It's cool that we're on Hard Knocks, but we have something called One Jets Drive, which is, on par with any sort of production like that in the world. So that's number one. That's dumb. Number two, I thought it was just unprofessional the way he spoke about Nathaniel Hackett. Regardless of if he did a poor job last year, I thought the way he worded it was just, there's no need to talk like that about a fellow coach. I feel like that's, kind of says a little bit about Sean Payton's character. The one thing I will say, I think he is trying to convince this locker room, the Broncos locker room, that is. Sean Payton is trying to rally the troops around Russell Wilson. That is the one positive thing I will say from Sean Payton's and a Bronco fan's view of this. The players have it out for Russell Wilson and his entourage and the drama, and you can't directly text Russell Wilson. You text his people, whatever we've all heard about Russell Wilson. Sean Payton is here to, turn the Broncos, now Super Bowl window with this massive contract Russell Wilson was given into a success. So I'll give Payton the benefit of the doubt there and say that he's trying to rally his locker room around a quarterback that a lot of them honestly probably turned on a little bit last year when things were going poorly. He was playing like shit. He wasn't necessarily a team player. So I'll just give Payton the benefit of the doubt there. One thing I will say, though, him knocking the Jets for trying to win the offseason. First of all, every team tries to win the offseason every year. That's what you do as a general manager. Secondly, he would not be the head coach of the Denver Broncos if the Broncos didn't, quote unquote, win the offseason last year. You're telling me he would be the head coach for the Broncos right now if Russell Wilson wasn't their quarterback? If they didn't have, a stacked young defense? I think the hypocrisy within that statement from Sean Payton. I see the side where he's trying to fire up his own guys, but to attack Nathaniel Hackett, to attack the Jets for something stupid like Hard Knocks, which we have no control over in the first place. But then the hypocrisy of saying, all this hype and, you win the offseason and then you crumble during the year. Well, you wouldn't be the head coach of where you're currently coaching if they didn't, quote unquote, win the offseason, get a big time Super Bowl winning quarterback like the Jets just did. So to be honest with you, Sean Payton now, I think, kind of puts himself on the hot seat a little bit, because if we don't see a drastic improvement from the Denver Broncos almost instantly, everybody's going to be like, well, what the hell, Sean? You're talking a big game. We might as well have kept Nathaniel Hackett in here if this team is going to look like that. And I obviously think Nathaniel Hackett is better suited to be an offensive coordinator than a head coach, as many successful coordinators that transition into being a head coach experience, difficulties. That's nothing new. But Sean Payton's gotta back it up now. And I think it lit a good fire underneath the Jets, underneath Robert Saleh, and underneath Aaron Rodgers, underneath Nathaniel Hackett. So I honestly think it's a good thing for the Jets, and I think that if things don't go super well for the Broncos this year, I think, Sean Payton can find himself in some hot water over saying stupid, unnecessary stuff like he said.
Dude, I couldn't agree more. And week 5, they verse, by the way. Week 5. So that is gonna be circled on everybody's calendar.
Can we ever play them at home though? Do we have to go to that shitty, thin, unbreathable air to play a football game every year?
3 straight years.
Yeah, man. Come on. Can we play with some oxygen in the air?
The reason is because every year you verse the same place in each division, the AFC, and unfortunately we've been in last place with the Broncos the past couple of years, and I don't know why we always have to be on the road.
That's why we always verse the Browns as well.
That's why next year we're going to verse the Chiefs.
Yeah.
We're going to verse the Bengals. Who else we versing? The Jaguars? Come on. Let's win the fucking division. That's what I want to get into, Jack. What's your thoughts about this division, the AFC East? Because it's stacked. The unfortunate news of Jalen Ramsey, don't want to wish injury on anybody. That's definitely a big blow. But when it comes to the Miami Dolphins,
he got carted off. What exactly is the diagnosis?
So it's basically like the same type of injury that Zach Wilson had last year in preseason, torn meniscus, and he's getting surgery. The question is it going to be trimmed, which is a short-term, like 6 to 8 week recovery, or is it going to be repaired, which will be like out for the season or up until December? So he's definitely going to be out for at least the first half of the season, if not the majority of the season. So big blow for Jalen Ramsey, sake of things. But the Dolphins did draft a second-round corner in Cam Smith, and a lot of people were wondering why. Well, I guess that's the reason for it in case of an injury. So when it comes to this division, do you think the Jets actually have a realistic shot of winning the AFC East? Like, how do you think they stack up against the Bills and the Dolphins and the Pats?
I think we stack up very well, to be honest with you. I think right now you look at it on paper, the Patriots are finishing last in the division. I would say right after that would be the Miami Dolphins, and then right after that would be the Buffalo Bills, and then winning the AFC East would be the New York Jets.
Week 1 is going to be I think the deciding factor. I don't want to get ahead.
Week one is the Super Bowl.
Week 1 is the division, it feels like.
Yeah, no, it really is, dude. It really is. Listen, I obviously know my take there just sounded very biased, but, the Patriots have the weakest roster and, potentially the weakest quarterback situation, although I'm not very high on Tua overall. The Dolphins have a very, very solid roster, but again, a questionable, quarterback. The Bills are the Bills. The Bills will still be there. As long as Josh Allen is still throwing the ball to Stephon Diggs, and Sean McDermott has done a wonderful job turning that franchise around. As much as I hate the Bills, I respect what the Bills have built. But if you look at last year, man, first of all, I think we have the best overall roster in the division.
On paper, yeah.
On paper, yes. And if you look at the way the Jets played the Bills and split with the Bills last year, it was 2 very, very close games, man. And what did we need to push us over the edge? Quarterback play. Now that we've got that quarterback play, I wish it wasn't the first week of the season that we had to take these guys on. If I'm being honest, I wish we had a couple games to get our feet wet and get the ball rolling. But it is what it is, man. We got to come out firing week 1, and we can and we will beat the Buffalo Bills at least once. Hopefully we sweep them, because we should have last year. We should have.
I know. Even that game against Buffalo when Mike White cracked his ribs and then Joe Flacco comes in and immediately fumbles. There's no almost one category, but you have a stable quarterback in that game, you win. I mean, the defense was all over Josh Allen.
Absolutely. So, obviously my take there sounds biased, but if you look at it objectively, I really do think the Jets have the most well-rounded roster in the division. Obviously we have to, regardless of how good our roster is compared to theirs, the 2 games on the schedule that I'm absolutely shitting my pants for are the New England Patriots, man. Because we have
Jets Media Day, baby.
We have to find a way to beat the freaking New England Patriots, and I think we will. I hope to God that we will.
We will, and it's going to be on week 3 on Jets Media Day. If you guys want to be there, we have access, tickets, 11 remaining, and we're going to be partying on the turf after the game, after we beat the Patriots. Come on.
That will be the day.
We're going to be 3-0. Now, 2-1 minimum week 3, Jack. That's what we need. That's how I'm looking at it. 2-1 minimum after this game. And if you guys want to pull up, the tickets are down below in the description. Only 11 tickets remaining. When those tickets are gone, it is officially sold out completely. It's going to be 130 total people coming through, including myself and all you guys that already purchased your tickets. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So And if you have any other questions about this, my email's down below in the description if you want more details about the event. Comes with a lot of fun things. So, folks, we're going to wrap up the show here. It's a 2-hour live show. Dalvin Cook spoke with the Good Morning Football crew this morning. He is meeting with the New York Jets this weekend. All signs are pointing to Dalvin Cook signing with the Jets. I'll be pretty shocked if he doesn't, in case he fails a physical or another team comes out of nowhere and starts offering him like a contract he can't refuse. I don't know. Anything can happen, but it seems like 80% chance that Dalvin Cook is going to sign with the New York Jets. Jack, always a pleasure to have you on. Can't wait to have you on more often as training camp and preseason gets ramped up. Anything you'd like to say before we finish things off?
Always a great time, man. Happy to be back on the channel. Thank you so much for having me. Happy to be talking to all you fine people. Aaron Rodgers is our quarterback. Let's freaking get it. Hard Knocks is like a week away, right?
Yeah, we got One Jets Drive August 7th premiering, and then Hard Knocks August 8th premiering. So it's going to be a Monday One Jets Drive, Tuesday Hard Knocks.
I love how they rescheduled One Jets Drive to be like, nah, we're going to come out before Hard Knocks.
It's usually Thursday.
I love that.
Usually One Jets Drive comes out Thursdays, and they saw Hard Knocks is Tuesdays. Like, oh, yeah, we're going Mondays.
It's like, oh, you can force us to do Hard Knocks? Oh, okay. We'll just switch when we come out with our badass freaking behind-the-scenes footage.
I love it, man. It's going to be a great, great time. Thank you again to everybody in the chat. We hit 18,000 subscribers while we were live on the channel today.
Let's go, dude. I didn't know that. Let's go. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you to all the support. This is a legendary show and one that will go down in the record books. So thank you for the 18K. We're continuing to grow. Let's go Jets. Next time I talk to you guys, maybe Dalvin Cook will officially be a Jet, and we won't be talking about the hypotheticals. See you then. Peace out, everybody.